me a favor, pick me up later.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be introducing this hair to you guys. This is hair that I got off of a Aliexpress vendor. It's from Satai Hair, I think that's how you say it. First, initially I was going to do like a final review of the hair, like about 2 weeks or 4 weeks review of the hair. But I decided to do this video first, just a short video to introduce the hair to you guys, and then do another video to give an update of the hair. So basically the hair I have in is Brazilian Loose Wave by Satai, and it's in the inches 24, 20, 16, and a 12-inch frontal. So that's 3 bundles in a frontal, and instead of skipping it by 2s, you know, like bundles would usually go like 24, 22, and 20, I decided to skip it by 4 instead. So again, I said the lengths are 24, 20, and 16, so I skipped each bundle by 4 inches in between. And I feel like there's not like a lot of big chunks of gaps where you can tell the difference. I feel like everything kind of just blends in together, and I'm not sure if that's like because of the texture of the hair. Like, I feel like even if it was straight hair, it would still do the same thing, but if it was like a kinkier texture hair, I feel like it wouldn't work, because you would kind of see gaps. Like, you would see one hair ending here, and then there's like a huge gap, and then the other end ending here, and there would like be no seamless blending in between. But I feel like with textures like this, looser textures, it's okay. So altogether, the 3 bundles and the frontal came up to a total of $134.19, and that's Canadian dollars. So if you live in the States, it's going to be cheaper. I'm going to insert a clip of how much hair that I pulled out of the frontal. It wasn't too bulky, but it still had a good amount of bulkiness to it, if that makes sense. So I did have to pluck a pretty good amount of hair out of it, and I'm going to insert that clip probably about now. So yeah, so that's the hair that I plucked out of the frontal. I also, after I plucked that hair out, I kind of went back in and plucked a couple more hairs out of it. It wasn't like nothing too major, it was just like a few hairs here and there, and like especially on the sides of my hair. And I would say, like, I never had a texture like this before. I usually wear like kinkier textures hair, and I would say this hair sheds a lot. And because I'm used to like kinkier textures hair, if I'm saying this hair sheds a lot, then you can assume that it actually sheds like a lot more than I'm used to. I'm not sure if, as I said, I never had a loose wave texture hair. I'm not sure if the amount of shedding is like normal for this texture of hair, but I kind of feel like it isn't. I feel like it shouldn't be shedding this much, and that's kind of why, part of the reason why I decided to do this video to introduce the hair to you guys, and then an update video, because I'm actually not sure how long the hair is gonna last at the rate that it's shedding. I'm hoping like I can keep it in for at least 4 months. 4 months. I'm hoping I can keep it in for at least 4 weeks, 1 month. But again, I don't know how it's gonna go with the rate that it's going at right now. When I first got the hair, I was initially thinking about dyeing it like a deep burgundy color, but seeing how the hair is now and the amount of shedding that it's already having, I'm not too sure if I'm going to dye it still, because the amount of shedding it has now, I don't know how it's going to survive the dyeing process of me coloring it and everything. So I might just keep it black, or I still might just color it anyways, but right now I'm not too sure. Customer service for the hair, I think it was really good. They kept me updated, and the person kept messaging me on Aliexpress telling me where the package was, the expected arrival time, and things like that. But one thing I'm going to say is that on Aliexpress, not just this specific vendor, I realized a couple other vendors, what they're doing now is like, okay, well, before I say that, like, if you haven't been on Aliexpress recently, they kind of changed. So before, Aliexpress used to give a lot of bundle deals. So you could get 3 bundles together or 4 bundles together, something like that, and it will come in one package. But basically now they changed it, which I think they changed it because they can get more money that way. So they changed it to where instead of 3 bundles in one package, you have to buy each bundle individually. So you have to select, say you're gonna get the same inches I got, you'd have to select 124 inch, and then that's one order, another 20 inch, that's one order, and then another 16 inch, that's one order. But when you order it, you can order it all together, and then it's gonna come in the same little package. The hair came in a little Ziploc bag like this, where the front is see-through and the back is just clear, and it's a resealable bag. So I felt like that was really good. Like, I feel like they changed that, because before when I ordered from Aliexpress, it would just come in like the little regular plastic bags, and then it would just come in like the little envelope thing from, like, say you got it from UPS, it would be like the little regular plastic bags, and then those plastic bags would be inside the UPS bag, and then that would be your whole package. But now it's like the regular plastic bags with the hair in it, then those plastic bags go into this package, and then this package goes into the UPS bag. So basically Aliexpress just hyped up the shipping methods that they have. What else can I say about this hair? It doesn't tangle. Like, there's not really much tangling in the hair. Me running my hands through the hair like this, I don't really get no shedding. I mostly get the shedding when I'm brushing the hair out. The way the hair is now, this is like the natural texture of the hair. I wet it like 20 minutes ago, and it's like, I want to say 95% dry, because everything is dry except for like the top portion right here, so basically the frontal. So yeah, I'm basically just hoping that the hair lasts, so I can let you guys know if I feel like the hair is of good quality and things. I installed the hair about 2 days ago, and so far just my thoughts are just like a lot of shedding, but at least it's not tangling. So the only bad thing I would say about it is the shedding. It doesn't have any smell. When it first came, it had like a little smell, not as pungent as like other hairs that I've had before, but when you co-wash it, the smell basically comes out. So yeah, they basically had a lot of different kind of textures from that vendor. They had like kinky or curly hair, body wave hair, loose curl hair, deep wave hair, but I decided to try loose wave hair because I just never tried anything like this before. I actually thought that it was gonna be kind of curlier, if that makes sense. I didn't think, because to me the hair kind of looks like it's straight, but it has like a little like 1-2 curls here and there. I would like for the hair to be a little bit curlier. I feel like it's just because I'm used to wearing curlier hair, like kinkier curlier hair, but I feel like this is like something new for me. But I don't know, I feel like it's kind of something that I would have to get used to. And yeah, okay, so this is basically the texture of the hair. These are the ends. They don't focus. I feel like to me the ends aren't really like dry. I feel like the ends are pretty moisturized. And yeah, the frontal itself, the lace, I feel like it's okay quality. There's not really much to say there. The only thing about the shedding is the only time I cut the wefts is when I got to the very top of my head and I basically couldn't fit any more hair in. That was the only time where I cut my wefts, and yeah, I just couldn't because I couldn't fit any more in. If I had did track by track and cut it, then I would say, okay, maybe that's why it's shedding, but I only cut it in that one spot to close it off because I couldn't fit any more hair in. I'm going to show you guys how much hair I had left. So this is how much hair I had left out of the package. This is doubled, by the way, so it's like 1 track and then 2 tracks. So that's how much hair I had left out of the package. This is from the shortest bundle, so the 12-inch bundle. Basically, I'm going to come back in about 2 weeks and then tell you guys how the hair is doing. I do hope that the hair lasts. I do have hopes for the hair. I feel like the hair was pretty affordable. If it does last, then I'll probably be ordering from this vendor more often. But yeah. Another thing I was gonna mention is that on Aliexpress, other vendors, including this vendor, what they're doing now on top of changing the bundle deals is when you order hair from them, they are offering you a partial refund. So they offer you, say, like $10-15 in exchange for a 5-star feedback plus pictures, even if the hair isn't 5-star worthy. So I would just say be on the lookout for that, because people could put fake reviews, like the hair could be really bad, shedding like a lot when you do like this, and they will still put it's like 5 stars and be like, oh my gosh, your hair is so good, blah 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 blah, and then you looking at it, you're gonna be like, oh, this is good hair, and then look at the picture and be like, oh yeah, this is good quality and stuff, let me buy it. But basically they only gave that type of review so they could get the partial refund. I realized other vendors are doing it too. I think I've noticed like 2 vendors reach out to me asking me to give a 5-star refund, a 5-star review in exchange for a partial refund. So I would just say be on the lookout for that. But I am gonna tell you guys the honest truth about this hair, if it is worth buying. And yeah, so I will be back in about 2 weeks. Bye guys.